Hi again, guys. Just a really quick one today. Doing an assessment or a final assessment on a young lady that came and did some auditory perception. Anyway, so I was doing her results and her reading skills have improved really quite nicely. But when under pressure, they haven't improved much at all. And I wanted to explain why that might be so. So when we read, we need all our visual skills to work well together. We need a whole range of things like visual discrimination, visual memory, visual closure, constancy. So constancy is seeing a G, no matter how it's represented, as a G and not getting confused with that. Sequential memory, so seeing letters or shapes in a line, in a sequence. Figure ground is trying to see things in things, so those where's Wally books is a good example of that. And visual closure, so being able to find the pen that is sitting underneath the paper and it's only poking out a little bit. They can't finish off the picture. So when children are looking for information in texts or are trying to read, if their visual skills are really poor, they're not going to be good readers. The fluency is not going to be there, the accuracy is not going to be there. So this little poppet did some really good work with her auditory program. She came in, she was 10, she was reading about a year below. When she finished, this was under pressure, so when she's timed, she reads about a year below her age. When she finished her assessments, she'd improved around 6 months. One of them she improved 18 months. In her decoding skills, so that's the sounds in the words. Now, doesn't that equate to, isn't that interesting? She did an auditory perception program and she can now decode words better. Anyway, so we had a look at her reading when she had a lot of time, and that improved by 2 years on average for everything. So when she's calm, she's got a lot of time, she can read a lot better. So her visual skills, going back to those, when she came to see me, her visual discrimination was at 7-10. This girl is 10 years of age. Her reading skills are a 7-year-old. Her visual memory was worse at 7-5. Her spatial relations were brilliant. So that's building Lego, seeing shapes, differences in objects, things like that. Her form constancy was still really good. It was at 16-7. Her sequential memory was at 9-10, so that was a little bit below her age level. And by the end of all her program, she was at 18-11, all of them. You can't get any higher than that. That's the top of the score. So what I'm saying is, you can't be a good reader if your visual skills are impeding you. I haven't even talked about Irlen syndrome today. So when we have Irlen syndrome or visual stress or topic sensitivity syndrome, whatever you'd like to call it, it is how we perceive the world. Now, when I'm not wearing my lenses, you are blurry. That is with or without a script. You sort of shimmy. Before I did my therapies, my light sensitivity was severe. I had quite dark glasses. I would wear sunglasses all day. And I would suffer from migraines and headaches. The pain in here was insane. So through my therapies, I'm now able to not wear, I don't have to wear them all the time. I would prefer to wear them because I can see you better. The way my brain processes what it sees has become more efficient and my brain's less irritated. So therefore I'm a better reader. I don't have to reread things. Sometimes I do, depending on how difficult the text is. I am sure I can find things better. But the scotopic sensitivity syndrome or Irlen syndrome is when the text moves. Now, my text shimmied, so do you shimmy when I look at you. It's really unnerving and it can cause anxiety and a whole range of other things. So it's really important that when we do our programs, you realise that we're able to impact on so many aspects of the brain. We can improve reading skills, not by doing more reading, but helping increase the nerve nets in the brain, changing the brain so that they can then be able to find their socks in their sock drawer. Yay, won't that be great? Go and have a good look, a girl look, not a boy look, like get something, move it, have a look, teaching kids how to actually perceive things. They don't have to do, the girl looks as such, and you don't have to say it to them because they learn these skills. So for this little poppet in her report, what I'll say is that she needs to read out loud to mum and dad now that the visual skills, the brain has developed to a point that she should be able to become a really good fluent reader. There's nothing holding her back now. Whereas before she had a lot of distortions. She had a lot of auditory processing stuff going on. Haven't even talked about that. That's all fabulous. It's improved significantly from below 50% to about 75% of whatever normal is. So she should be able to find high school coming up. The things are much easier for her to attain. So I hope you've enjoyed this, and please post any questions underneath if you'd like me to answer them. Happy to do so. Bye guys.